What's up guys, just Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. Today is August the 31st, meaning it is officially deadline day. And this is going to be one of multiple videos today. We've got so much to cover. So before we get any further guys, as always, if you try to smash 1,500 likes for deadline day in particular today, that'd be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and let me know what rumours I should do in the next episode. If you missed yesterday's videos, they'll be down below in that description box guys. And also if you're looking to buy some MSP or PSN codes ready for FIFA 17, go check out g2a.com down below and use GC3 for a discount. I'm pretty sure there will be 3 videos today. This obviously of course the first one. The second one will probably FIFA 17 ratings, I'm not sure what time. And the third one will be tonight and the second part of the transfers for deadline day. And tomorrow at some point I will summarise the transfer window by covering all the ones I have missed. So let's get into confirmed transfers today. We've got so many. So 38 confirmed deals to get through first. So some of these went through yesterday. In fact, a majority probably did. So you may have heard of them, but some of them have recently gone through in the last hour or so. So first up, Tomasz Rosicky going to Sparta Prague in the Czech Republic. So he has returned back to his home country from Arsenal on a free transfer after getting released at the end of June. Now we move on to Pognoli going to Brighton from West Brom on a loan deal for this season. Carriel has gone to Nottingham Forest from Middlesbrough on a free transfer, but I don't think they fully announced it yet, but himself on Twitter he did say it. Marcel Tisserand has gone to FC Ingolstadt from AS Monaco. Previously earlier on the summer, he was linked to Arsenal very briefly. Then we go on to Richard Sturman going to Wolverhampton Wanderers from Fulham on a loan deal. Not too sure why I didn't just say Wolves to be honest, but again, gone there on a loan deal after I think he joined them 1 year ago. Then we go on to Emmanuel Riviere going to Osasuna from Newcastle for this season, and it didn't really work out too well for him after just maybe 1 or 2 years. Then we got George Niedermeyer going to Freiburg from Stuttgart on a free transfer. Then we go on to the Mexican striker Alan Pulido going to Guadalajara from Olympiacos on an undisclosed fee. I believe that went through yesterday. Then we got one for Ipswich Town this time, Tom Lawrence going on loan from Leicester City for this season. They also got Leon Best from Rotherham on a free transfer. Idrissa Silla, a striker, has gone to QPR from Anderlecht for £1.87 million. Doesn't look too fantastic in Ultimate Team, but no idea what he's like in real life. Then we got to David Ngog, former Liverpool player, going to a team not an Ultimate Team or on FIFA in general. I believe they are called Paninios. By the way, they're in the Greek league. He's joined them from Rem in the French league on a free transfer. We got on to Adrian Mariappa returning to Watford on a free transfer after being released by Crystal Palace earlier on this year. We've gone to Kennedy going to Watford from Chelsea on a season-long loan. He's gone there to get first-team opportunities because I don't believe he'll feature whatsoever for Conte, so that's a good move for him. And Watford had a really good and solid transfer window so far. Signed a lot of players. Then we got to Patrick Bamford, another player leaving Chelsea to go to Burnley this time on a season-long loan deal. Chambers has gone to Middlesbrough from Arsenal, again a loan transfer, and then we've gone to Saiss, I'm not sure how you say his name, going to Wolves from Angers in France. That is an undisclosed fee, and he looks like a really good silver card to be fair. I believe there's a winter upgrade as well, so maybe quite good for championship teams. Then we got on to Reece Burke, a youngster from West Ham, going to Wigan on a loan deal. We got on to Will Keane going to Hull City from Manchester United. I believe he cost them just £1 million, so not too much, and Hull City now finally doing some business in the window. They also signed David Marshall yesterday from Cardiff for around £3.49 million. They didn't stop there though, they also got Ryan Mason from Spurs. The fee is anywhere between £8 to £10 million, so got quite a decent amount of money for him. Next up, we got to Jeremy Lenz going to Fenerbahce from Sunderland on a season-long loan deal with apparently an option to buy at the end of it. And it's confused me a little bit because Sunderland right now, they're like in desperate need for attackers and they're getting rid of people. Over the last 48 hours, Sunderland have had so many bids rejected and players just not going. So they're in quite a bad situation right now. But imagine by the end of the day, they get a few coming in. Then we go on to Massimo Bruno going to Anderlecht. That is from Red Bull Leipzig in Germany on a loan deal for this season. Looks like a really good silver card. I have actually used him as well. But back onto Jeremy Lenz, by the way, or Lenz. Fenerbahce also re-signed Moussa from Al Ahly on a loan deal for the season. Christian Gamboa has joined Celtic from West Bromwich Albion for a fee of just over £1 million. Next up, we go on to Hakim Ziyech going to Ajax from FC Twente for around £9.35 million, or I think 11 million euros. And that seems like a really solid signing for them because it's quite a big fee in regards to Eredivisie transfers, and also he was linked to multiple Premier League clubs as well as a couple of Bundesliga ones. Kyriakos Papadopoulos has gone to Red Bull Leipzig from Bayer Leverkusen on a season-long loan, which I think possibly could have an option to buy as well. So Leipzig doing some good business so far this window, and they're a team that a lot of German fans hate them a little bit, but they are money based and money driven, but it's a very good concept and one of the few teams to actually get some kind of success out of it when just chucking money into a club. Then we go on to Jose Mori, a AC Milan youngster going on loan to Empoli. Then we go on to Canet Erkin, a player that only joined Inter Milan back in June, I think it was, or July, on a free transfer from Fenerbahce, has now gone to Besiktas on a loan deal. They bought in Frank de Boer as manager after Roberto Mancini left them, and it didn't really leave him in too much of a good situation, so he's gone and has gone back to the Turkish league already. Then we go on to Gökhan Inler, formerly of Leicester City, now going to Besiktas as well, just like Erkin. And that is an undisclosed fee. Next up we go on to Sig Thorsen, going to Galatasaray from FC Nantes on a loan deal for £595,000. Then we go on to Nelson Oliveira, going to Norwich City from Benfica for £5.02 million. I believe last season did play for Nottingham Forest. And then we go on to Paco Alcacer. This one went through yesterday, going to Barcelona from Valencia. Apparently, the fee is €30 million or £25.5 million and €2 million in additional fees. So a very good backup player for MSN. But going the other direction to kind of like soften the deal a little bit is Munir to Valencia. And that is a loan deal and potentially could be playing striker for the next season, which would be a very nice Ultimate Team card. Then we go on to Lloyd Gremy, going to Crystal Palace from Chelsea on a loan deal, and that also went through yesterday. We go on to Jonathan Kodjia, again yesterday, going to Aston Villa for £15 million. So he's gone from Bristol City, a championship club, to another championship team for 15 mil. Their strike force of McCormack and him, 27 mil. That is a lot of money for a second tier side, but still they're looking for promotion instantly. Then we go on to Yevgen Komplianka, a really cool one, going to FC Schalke in Germany from Sevilla on a loan deal, but it does have an option to buy, I believe, around £15 million or 15 million euros. So Schalke could have Komplianka on the left, and Bolo on the right, and Max Meyer down the middle with a striker just in front of them. That could be deadly, a deadly trio just behind the striker. Then we go on to Lucas Perez going to Arsenal, finally confirmed yesterday for around £17 million from Deportivo La Coruña. They also announced Mustafi, in quite a funny fashion to be fair, from Valencia for £35 million. The final confirmed one in this episode is going to Gabriel Barbosa going to Inter. They fully announced it yesterday from Santos for €25 million or £21 million. I believe he'll join Inter Milan in January though, after a loan deal. Just as I say that, I get a notification on my phone saying that Johar has officially joined Torino from Man City on a season-long loan deal. It is a 12-month period and I believe there is no option to buy at the end of it. He's just going there to get first-team football. And fair play to him for doing that. Now we go on to potential deals. I'm going to go through these quite quickly compared to normal, not too much depth to each of them. First up, Jeff Hendrick going to Burnley. He's having a medical at Burnley after they agreed a fee with Derby for him, so that's quite a good deal for them after an impressive Euro 2016. Now we go on to Adama Traore going to Middlesbrough. The Daily Mail are saying that Adama Traore is set to join Middlesbrough on a permanent deal, with Alba Adama going in the other direction to Aston Villa. Then we go on to Didier Ndong going to Sunderland from Lorient. It is set to be a club record fee for him of around €20 million plus, potentially going to 30 according to some sites. Never seen him, so can't really give my opinion. Now we go on to John Ruddy, another player linked to Sunderland from Norwich, and they're in talks with him, although some sites again are saying a bid has been rejected, so not too sure. But they are in for a goalkeeper. They're also linked to Paul Pogba's brother, Florentin Pogba, who currently plays for Saint Etienne in France and will be available for around £6.5 million. Then we go on to Lee Grant, linked to Stoke City. In fact, he's having his medical there from a move from Derby. West Brom are ready to bid £32 million for Igalo of Watford, and this is apparently because Berahino is going to Stoke for 20 mil. That wouldn't be a bad replacement whatsoever, and Watford have recently bought in another striker called, I think it's Akoko Chuka, from Anderlecht, so potentially could leave. A Euro 2016 winner in William Carvalho is also linked to West Brom according to Daily Mail, with a £21.3 million offer being rejected. But apparently they will make an improved offer very soon. If they pull it off, that would be absolutely ridiculous. Then we go on to Maximilian Maya linked to Spurs. According to Bild in Germany, Tottenham are ready to pay €45 million for the Schalke midfielder and making the highest paid player at the club with a weekly wage of £130,000 per week. A very brief one from Paul Joyce, who works at the Express, a very reliable source by the way, saying that Mamadou Sakho has turned down interest from Besiktas. Next up is Jack Wilshere, who will be going out on loan this summer according to most reliable sources, and apparently the two front runners at the moment are going to be Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. According to the bookies, Jack Wilshere will be going to Bournemouth, although Roma are making significant efforts to sign Jack Wilshere on loan, so he could follow Joe Hart to go to the Serie A. According to Sky Sports, Adebayor is in talks to sign for Fulham in the Championship after Crystal Palace released him earlier on in June. Then we go on to Enner Valencia. Apparently Swansea City want him on loan. And West Ham did sign Zaza the other day, so Valencia may now be surplus to requirements. Then we go on to Mathieu Debuchy, linked to Espanyol in Spain. They are ready to take a gamble on the Arsenal fullback, although he does have quite a poor injury record. Next up is Serge Gnabry, another Arsenal player. This time, Arsenal and Werder Bremen are in talks over a permanent transfer. Yesterday, he was linked to a move to Bayern Munich. Then they loaned him out to Werder Bremen, but now so he's going straight to Werder Bremen, where he'll get a lot of first-team football, I'm assuming. Next up is Moussa Sissoko, linked to Tottenham. So Sissoko right now is on international duty with France, but a lot of places are saying he's currently waiting in the Paris airport, ready for a transfer to go ahead. So Spurs have been told by Newcastle that £30 million and he's yours. They won't accept anything less than 30 mil, and Sky sources are saying Newcastle will accept 5 instalments of £6 million in order for the France international to move to White Hart Lane. But it's understood that Spurs are unlikely to pay such a high price for him, regardless of instalments. And they have now called their interest on the player, so honestly, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Sissoko, whether he'll stay at Newcastle and just not play, or someone come in really late and nab him. And Sky Sports earlier on the day did say Spurs offered just £16 million to get him, so well off what Newcastle actually want. Then we got on to Isco, linked to Spurs as well. There were a lot of rumours saying that Isco could be going out on loan this summer, and I think it's Malaga's old club and Spurs were the two teams linked. But now Sky Sports are saying that breaking news, Isco will not be joining Tottenham, so that was completely off the cards now that they're still linked to Max Maya. Then we got on to Wilfred Burnley, linked to Stoke. Apparently he's there at the training ground for a medical. He put out a tweet saying it's a new day and look forward to a new exciting challenge. So it didn't work out for Man City, but at Stoke City, I think he'll do really well. He's a very strong and powerful striker and can be a target man as well, although Stoke don't really play long ball anymore. They play some decent football. At this point in time, we're unsure whether it's a loan deal or a permanent basis, but Stoke are also getting Martins Indi from FC Porto. Again, he's in Stoke for a medical ahead of a loan move. Mangala is going to Valencia, according to multiple different sources today. Garay is the other centre-back they would want, but Mangala right now is the number one choice. It makes sense. He's not really needed at City anymore, and it also replaced Mustafi, who again went to Arsenal. Next up is Bastian Schweinsteiger. Mourinho is furious. He rejected a move to Sporting. That would have been a free transfer as well. We got onto Algerian international Brahimi of FC Porto, undergoing a medical apparently at Everton. And that deal could be worth up to £35 million or 35 million euros for him. So that'd be huge for Everton, and a player that has been into a Premier League move for a while now, and it's kind of a long time coming. And his international teammate Slimani is also coming to the Premier League this time from the Portuguese league, going to Leicester City after a fee of around £30 million was agreed. And he's been given permission to leave the Algerian national team training camp and undergo a medical. And now the final three for this episode. The Daily Mail are saying that Inter have had a Darmian bid rejected. It's probably because they can't really get a replacement right now after very, very short notice. Next up, we go on to Marcos Alonso. Chelsea and Fiorentina have agreed a fee of around 27 million euros for him, which I think is like 23 million pounds or so. He can play centre mid, left back, left mid, and centre back. So he plays a lot of positions right now and very versatile. And he is currently having his medical right now at Chelsea. And the final one today is another player linked to Chelsea, but a return this time for David Luiz. This came about last night after apparently Chelsea made a £32 million bid for the defender. Luiz is understood to be interested in a return to Stamford Bridge, but he'll not push through a transfer. He's set to stay at PSG after they believe they've been left with no time to sign a replacement. He left Chelsea 2 years ago to go to PSG in a world record fee for a defender of £50 million. And Chelsea, they want a centre-back now after they've missed out on Koulibaly and Romagnoli from Milan. So there we have it. There is deadline day, video number 1, all done and dusted. A lot to get through. I'm pretty sure by the end of the day, my voice is going to be gone. So guys, if you could show your support for deadline day, make sure to smash the like button. 1,500 likes would be absolutely awesome. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content. In the comments below, leave your thoughts on today's rumours and let me know what rumours I should do in the next episode. Remember, g2a.com for your MSP and PSN code needs for FIFA 17. GC3 will get you a discount. And remember, keep an eye out for today's videos. There'll be a lot to go about, including ratings and transfers, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.